All right, I'm going to go over these three strategy expressions just so you could see them, because I think this is something about our program that they are assuming you've seen before, because there's not a lot of stuff they talk about when I'm looking through lessons and everything. So I want to make sure that you see some examples, and then I'll have some 3 different examples for you to work on, and then after that I'm going to have you do reflex math today. So without further ado, if we look at these instructions, it says write an expression. So an expression is an equation. So that is something that we're going to do. And then it says to represent each of the following strategies. So we've talked about some of these strategies in Number Talks. They've come up a little bit, but not specifically. And I just want to be sure that you understand what it's saying, so you can start thinking about these ideas. This here, one way to solve 8 times 6 is to double, double, double. What that is saying, this double, double, double strategy, is a strategy you can use anytime that the number is 8. One of the factors is 8. Because if we think 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8. So we can break 8 down to 2, 2, 2. So what that would look like as an expression would be 6 times, since that double, 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 that would just be 6 times 2 times 2 times 2, and that's it. You don't even have to figure it out. You just need to be able to read through there. So it's not even, it's a number sentence without an answer, this idea of this kind of expression. So we're just saying that 6 times 2 times 2 times 2 is the same thing as 8 times 6. So that's what it's asking you to do. So here on B, one way to solve 5 times 16 is to find 10 times 16 and divide by 2. So we're just kind of reading that sentence and writing it as an expression. So if I just look at 10, well, here, the reason that this works, if we think about it, is we're doubling 5 to 10. So depending on what number you have, if you have the one factor that is 5, you can always multiply by 10 and then divide the answer by 5. So what this is saying is we should know our multiple times 10. We should be able to multiply any number by 10, and then once you do that, divide it by 2. And so another skill that we really should be developing, and that if you are struggling with, we need to address, is this idea of halving. You should be able to halve any number in a fairly efficient way. And so that's the theory behind this. So it just says 10 times 16. And I'm going to put those in parentheses to show that I do that first. Divided by 2. Okay, 10 times 16 divided by 2. So that'll give us the same answer as 5 times 16. And finally, one way to solve 9 times 36 is to find 10 times 36 and subtract one group of 36. And again, this is that whole idea, if we're using 9, then why not multiply by 10 first, because it's easier to do, and then subtract that group of that extra group of whatever the second factor is. So that would be 10 times 36, and I'm going to put that in parentheses to let people know that we're doing that first, and then subtract 36, and that's going to give us the same answer. So I'll have you look at 3 other problems with each of these strategies, and you'll just have to do the work, and then I'll bring it into me, and I'll bring it into school on Monday, and I'll take a look at it and see how that's going for you. Okay? And then after you finish that, just head on over to Reflex Math. The links will be in Google Classroom. Ciao.